So what up, guys? It's your boy, the one only Supreme Marine. Now I know I've been going for a while. You like, where the content at, my dude? Where the content at? I've been busy with my music. I'm gonna try to insert some of that music so y'all can hear it right now. Whatever, right? Put it in the background. If I can, I can. You know what I mean? If I want, I won't. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get on the content. More mukbangs, more music, more everything. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for those of you who gon' rock with me sooner or later once y'all see this. I'm here. Let's go, man. Let's go. Welcome back to the Supreme Marine YouTube channel. I'm your host, Supreme Marine, and we have
James
here today. And today we're eating some Popeyes. Put your Popeyes up like that, James. Show them in the camera right there. You see that Popeye? Look at that. I love that chicken from Popeyes. Alright. I got the new honey mustard boneless wings. And James got the
chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders with some fries. We both got fries, a biscuit. I got a Sprite and he got a, what is that, sweet tea? Alright, so I just like to ask questions. I interview people just to see people around my community. And then people watch and then they know you. So then they might like see it and then they could be downtown or something. But like, oh James, I seen you on YouTube. What's up? You cool as shit. What's up? So, James, are you from Tucson?
No.
Where are you from?
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. That's crazy. I'm from Jersey. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and Irvington, New Jersey. That's crazy. So, growing up in Rochester, what's your earliest memory?
What's my earliest memory?
Yep.
So I tried to give myself a bad haircut. To give myself a haircut.
How old were you?
Oh, probably about 4.
4 years old. And you got clippers or scissors? Yeah, and would your mom or dad got mad?
Yeah, my mom ran.
Oh man. You ain't that bald headed?
No.
Yeah?
No, I had a widow's peak. I just was cutting off a widow's peak. Didn't like it at that point in time. I was cutting off a widow's peak.
At 4? You recognize that at 4? Oh, I guess. So, growing up, what was your first job?
Oh, first job, well, after a newspaper boy, I was a grocery clerk.
Do you remember the name?
Well, it's Wegmans. It's a northeastern chain.
And how long were you there?
Less than a year.
Less than a year? And then you move on to what?
Well, after that, the main thing I did was in fast food, and then dishwashing. And then after that, I moved into factory work.
So, all this, you're still in Rochester?
Yeah.
And then when did you move out of Rochester?
Well, it just took around 81. I took some road trips basically around 81. And then my first full-time job out of Rochester was probably in Douglas, Georgia, where my father was.
Douglas, Georgia. So were you a hippie? Were you like a band member? Were you a stoner? What's up?
No, just taking road trips. I managed to get out to as far as Tucson. Actually, first back in '81, I managed to get out to Tucson. That is because
it looked nothing like this, huh?
No.
Nothing. All right, so you do all that. This is in your 20s?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been in Tucson?
Actually, I just got here last night.
Last night? From where?
San Francisco.
Oh, look, we're better than San Francisco already. You're getting some Popeyes and everything. Look at that. First day in. Right? All right. So how was San Francisco?
San Francisco was pretty good. I like it. It's starting to get that cold. It's starting to get colder out and a little bit of rain this time of year.
So is that what brought you out here, or you just like wanted to change the scenery, or?
I just wanted to stop in Tucson one more time before I head back to Rochester.
You head back to Rochester?
Yeah.
So how long are you in Tucson?
I don't know. Probably at least till Tuesday. I'm going someplace to get in contact with my friends back in Rochester to arrange for a bus ticket back there.
So you doing Greyhound?
Yeah.
They got this new thing called Flex too, which is pretty cheap. It's called the Flex Bus. You ever seen it? It's pretty cheap. It's like $20 to go. But Jesus. So how long have you been homeless altogether? Was it like?
This time about 4 years.
4 years. So what did you do before you were homeless?
What did I do before? Well, last time I was working in a mental health drop-in center and was starting up a rapid rehousing project.
A rapid rehousing project in San Francisco?
No, in Rochester.
Oh, in Rochester. Nice. So it's just like been spouts, like have you been homeless or couch surfing sort of?
No, it's more just a spiritual thing this time, so yeah, I mean before it was spouts, but it used to be you could hit the road and you could hit labor ready and the day labor and get yourself some money and you know, work out a job and head down the road. But it doesn't, day labor doesn't work the way it used to.
So you kind of find that like in every city you visit?
Well, you used to be able to go down, take Route 66, stop in a town, go to the shelter, hit the day labor the next morning, and after the second day you usually get out.
That's crazy. So, I'm sorry, just in case I had a moment. So if you, sorry about that noise, guys, car. So if you could be doing anything you wanted to do right now, what would it be? Anything you want, your dream job, I guess.
My dream job. Well, last thing I'd rather get back. Well, I had a shelter sitting job. You know, find a location for the shelter. I was hoping I'd be able to get into something like that in the West Coast, but it's things are just totally different out here with the, well, not out there on the West Coast. Just because it's so much harder to get to your zoning and all that stuff.
Oh, so you said house? What was it?
No.
What was it you'd be doing?
Oh, I worked on getting a new shelter open up in Rochester.
Oh, have you connected with our? You're not like are you a veteran or anything?
No.
But there's another homeless shelter there. Vets. I don't know. I keep turning the air off. I don't know how I did that. But there's a veteran homeless mission out here. I think they take anybody, but they take mostly vets, and they have like a whole community where they have trailers and everything. And I can get you the information too if you want it.
No,
they just let you go there and sleep, and you leave, and showers and everything else like that.
Well, there's a religious order that I'm heading to now. Supposedly open until 4 on Lee Street, where I can get showers and get my laundry done.
Oh,
and,
nice. Okay, we got it. You're like, I ain't new to this. I ain't new to this. All right. You got any kids?
No.
Any brothers, sisters?
Not that I'm in contact with.
No? It was sort of like a rivalry thing, or it just wasn't close?
I was getting closer to my older sister, but everybody spread all out. So my brother went to Massachusetts, and my younger sister went to Texas, and my older sister went in New York, but she's closer to New York City now, on the Great Lakes.
Nice. Nice. You must have seen a lot of things. Just a couple more questions for you. What's the craziest thing you've seen on the streets?
The craziest thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Circle K, Polar Pop.
Well, Down in San Diego, we had about Pacific Beach. We were having a feed there, and mainly put on by one of the guys who was homeless there, and he got his stoves and stuff, and we'd do a feed once a week. I do coffee in the morning 3 times a week. So he was homeless and he was working out of that. So most people don't expect it. You know, just you pull your resources, you can accomplish a lot. So I'd use my food stamps to buy stuff for the feed and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's very selfless of you. So, what is the nicest thing someone's done for you on the streets?
That is the nicest thing someone's done. Okay, well, as far as money goes, when someone gives you a 20, I mean, that's the most I ever got one time. And so I was hitchhiking, and I got the 20. I went down, I made a beeline to the bus station, got a bus ticket. Then I went to Church's Fried Chicken and got the meal there. Didn't have enough for a drink, and the people there brought me a drink.
Nice. Drink in the middle, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
That's budgeting right there. What? Chicken hot. Everything is like spicy to me. I don't handle spicy food. What's your favorite kind of food?
What's my favorite kind of food? Oh, Mexican, other than American, I guess Mexican.
When the last time you had Popeyes?
Oh boy. It's been so long I don't remember. I usually go to the burger places.
And my final question, folks, is what I was on with my camera cut off. I don't know if you noticed that. Who in your life has been the most inspirational person to you? Inspirational, or person that's been there for you the most, or past, present, here, no longer, whatever.
Well, I'd have to say Sister Grace up in Rochester.
Sister Grace. Who was Sister Grace? Tell us about Sister Grace.
Okay, 30 years ago, she started out taking homeless people on, and they had a small place, and they've gone to other locations, and got to the point where they were kicking the homeless out of the Civic Center garage in Rochester. So they started protesting for getting a new shelter open, and I let it go for like a month and a half, just talking to some of the people involved. But I realized, well, you know, if they can find a building, they're going to do it, just for want of a building. So I went to the next meeting and told them I was going to find them a building. And I found them a building. It was Singular's Palace, Rochester. We had to do the had to have the casement, so we had to have the people from downtown using it. So that was our primary criteria, was location. They also added a lot of incidental expenses on that location. And then I figured, well, it had to be structurally sound, because it has to keep going for a long time, and you can't close it down. That was the second thing I looked at. And the third thing I was looking at is getting it to fly through zoning, which is way back in my teen years. I was on the neighborhood associations, and I used that experience to say, well, you know, they're not going to complain too much about this location. So we got it, and the state attorney generals came up with some money for us, because someone apparently sued the Human Services in different places in New York because their thing was too difficult for people with mental handicaps to get through. So they filed a lawsuit. But people normally think that money goes to the people who filed the lawsuit. Now it goes to something that makes them whole. So which means the Attorney General holds on to it until something comes up. And then we came up, so someone from the Attorney General office came down and they provided the main part of the bankroll, and so we have 82 beds, low barrier shelter.
82 beds, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. James is sick right here.
Yeah.
Right here, he's helping. Well, we want to thank everybody for their time, for watching. Thanks, James, for his participation. Yeah. There we go. We're going double whatever. Tucson, giving James some money. He can go catch the bus. So we can give you a new highest amount, whatever that is.
Okay.
All right.
23.
Whatever it is. There you go. Thank you. Supreme Marine coming back to you. Welcome back, my people. Welcome to Supreme Marines, aka BuddhaThaGod Smoke Corner. Something I like to do after you watch the video, just so I can reflect on what I learned. Today I had the pleasure of eating with Jamie, what's his name? He just got into town, been in town a day, says he's gonna stay a couple days, head out from Rochester, New York. Today we smoking that birthday cake. Yes, sir. It's actually a little birthday cake, just a little bit mixed in with some Gorilla Glue number 4.
But that's just thoughts to myself. I'm goal orientated and set on building wealth. I dream of a big ass house with a patio.
Hit a smoke for Jamie. Like I said, I love doing this. It's a way just to learn from people, just to learn about who they are, who's in your community. Next time you might see him if you're downtown or whatever, be like, yo, I seen you, Jamie. Just you never know how you affect people's life. So
I just motherfucking kill it. Please take a shot for the realest. If you feel it's like.
Hope you enjoy it. If you really want to support, share this video. Instagram, Facebook, yo, just watch. That's free, yo. Put it on your whatever. Yo, check this video out. That way, if something do come from the channel, I'm able to go back, maybe do an updated story on him. And I mean, maybe offer him a little more than a little change I was able to let him leave with. But anything helps, you know what I'm saying? One more toke, then I gotta go. Got stuff to do.
Won't hesitate to slash you to pieces or shoot through the house to the back with your nieces. But I guess I'm just a heartless nigga. Oh, that's regardless, nigga. I guess I'm just a heartless nigga. But I'm gonna make it to the goal, that's regardless, nigga. I guess I'm just a heartless nigga. I'm gonna make it to the that's regardless, nigga.
Big lungs.
If he moves, take his kneecap.
Stay motivated, people. Stay on your hustle. Stay on your grind, nigga. And if we don't make it, at least we have fun with it. Peace.
You niggas soft, I see the proof put in. You got a couple paid goons, that's for your safety, huh? Got a Glock 19, ain't no safety on it. This motherfucker cracks spleens and splits faces, homie. Ha. So for heaven's sakes, get the hell on. Flow so hard, make a nigga fiend like Heron. Or strip, make a nigga walk naked like Cameron. Oh, and I'm paid in full too. The hood clouds your vision, now I got a clear view. I'm looking at the top, there I am, where are you? Like, yes, yes, dreams do come true. At least that's true for me. How about you? Like, dreams do come true. At least that's true for me. How about you? Like, yes, yes, dreams do come true.